given the crisis, and how can we be good neighbors? With more and more people out of work, do you imagine the need for what you're doing to go up? And then when it's all said and done, what's the best way for people to get, when we're through this, what can we do? How can people partner with NewPath then? That kind of stuff. Does that sound cool? Okay, sweet. Give me a clap or you good to go? Okay, good. Well, hey friends, welcome to another special edition of Gamesburg Facebook Live throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. We just want to come to you with some helpful information, insight, interviews with folk that might help you navigate the situation that we're in with spiritual wisdom and insight. So thanks for joining us today. I am here with Bill Lutz, the Executive Director at NewPath Inc. And thanks for being with us today, Bill.
Morning, Rusty. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, it's good to have you. Tell us a little bit about NewPath, what services you provide, what you do.
Yeah, we've been around since the year 2000. We're the outreach arm of Ginsburg Church. We are a designated 501c3 nonprofit, and so that allows folks to make donations to us that are tax deductible. Doesn't mean so much as it used to, since the floor for those donations have kind of risen with the recent tax law changes.
Okay.
But we really do a lot in the human services world, food pantries. We have programs to allow families to earn vehicles. We provide medical equipment to families in need. We have resale stores that provide home goods and clothing at very reasonable prices. A whole bunch of things that we do to help folks get back on their feet.
During the pandemic that we're currently experiencing, what I mainly wanted to learn from you today was if neighbors are in need, have needs, how do they get connected with services at NewPath? And then also how, if people want to help, how they do that. But first, just tell us, how is the pandemic impacting what NewPath is able to offer and what you're doing, your normal work?
Well, it certainly has changed the way we're doing things. We found out our decisions have a shelf life of about 6 hours because things are consistently changing. Right now, the only thing we're doing is our food pantry services, both in our Piqua, Tip City, and our Trotwood locations.
Okay.
And we're going to what we're considering a no-touch model.
Okay.
So individuals do not come into the building and go around our pantry as they might be accustomed to.
Typically at their choice food pantries,
correct.
Right? But right now they're not operating that way.
They're not. So all of the foods are boxed in foods. Basically, you drive up, you fill out the paper, you tell us how many people are in your family, and then we put the appropriate number of boxes in your car, and then you drive away.
Okay. Yeah. Excellent. How many people are you serving a day right now? Are you able to figure that?
Last week was not abnormally large, nor was it abnormally quiet.
Okay.
They were typical numbers.
Sure.
With the governor's order that was put in Sunday, we're definitely going to keep an eye on how things look. Now, last night was a distribution. We do Monday nights out of Tip City. We had 8 families, which is a low number for us.
Sure.
So it's very difficult to see if we have a trend, but with one night, it does appear that people are staying home.
Yeah, which I guess is a good thing. I do know that you've taken some measures, or I think I understand you've taken some measures to serve older folks, more vulnerable folks. Talk a little bit about that plan.
Correct. With the governor's order that came out this weekend, he's asking those businesses that are staying open to make special accommodations for seniors and vulnerable populations. So in Tuesdays in all of our locations are designed just for seniors and vulnerable populations.
Okay, and what are the hours on Tuesdays for people to come grab food?
Tuesdays in Tip City and in Piqua are from 2 to 3:30, and then in Trotwood 9:30 to 11.
Okay, excellent. Talk a little bit about food. I mean, I've seen some programming just on the news and whatnot, talking with folk at the food banks. I mean, I think some people are concerned that there's like food shortages. Is there really food shortage? Or talk a little bit about
there's no food shortages. The supply chains are very strong.
Okay.
If you hear in the media from folks that manage and operate grocery stores, they'll tell you that the supply chains are strong. It's an issue of demand. Demand has come very quickly at these grocery stores, and it's very difficult for these retail entities to deal with those large demands. And we're seeing it. Our retail rescue program, in which we would go out to grocery stores to pick up donated items,
Okay.
those have dried up
Okay.
because what would have been donated has been sold.
Gotcha.
Um, from our perspective as a food bank, we know that the governor has asked the National Guard to go into the food banks
Mm-hmm.
to help with the logistics side. And we've not been told that our supply chains have been interrupted.
Okay.
So we have a truck coming in on Thursday. We're treating it just like any other truck day. We're expecting skids of food to come in, and we
Yeah.
will distribute those.
Excellent. Are there particular items that your pantry needs right now? I know that you get stocked in a variety of means. You've named
Correct.
some of them. Anything that you're missing right now?
Canned fruit is always a struggle for us to get.
Okay.
Peanut butters, other nut butters, jellies are always a struggle for us to get it to. And the reason those are very popular items is those are easy items to prepare for a meal.
Sure.
And so that's why they tend to go quick.
Yeah. So if someone is in need of assistance, it sounds like the car work and all those kind of things are kind of on hold temporarily.
Correct.
But if someone needs food, where are your locations? One more time, name those again.
So our Trotwood location is at 506 East Main Street,
Okay.
which is roughly a mile off of 49, off of Main Street, Free Pike. Our Pickwill location's at 1874 Commerce Drive, which
Okay.
is across the street from the Evenflow factory. And our Tip City location's at 7695 South County Road 25A.
Okay. Sounds good. Now, let's say there are neighbors or so many great people in our community that that are healthy and well right now, and they want to be, they want to be helpful while they are mindful of all the orders that are in place. They still want to pitch in for their community, their neighbors. Are people still able to volunteer with New Path and to help out?
They can.
Okay.
If they feel safe, if they want to come to our locations and volunteer, they are certainly more than welcome to do so. We do let people know that if they come and we just have too many people at one time, we will send people home.
Okay.
This is not a time for us to have 100 people in our facilities tripping over each other.
Right.
So we will send you home, and we won't feel bad doing it.
Sure.
Because that's just the world we live in now.
Yeah. If folk want to help, can they give New Path a call just to check in and say, "Hey, I'd like to come
Correct.
serve on this evening or this day. Is there room for me?"
Yeah. 669-1213 is the best number to give us a call at.
Okay. Excellent. So you'd recommend doing that. As more and more people are out of work, again, this is only speculation, but are you preparing for or expecting the need in the community to rise as people's finances experience a bit of a pinch? And
Yes.
are you prepared for that?
Yes, we are. I think the number one concern people have is they don't know when this is over.
Right.
We are preparing that we're going to see more people through the food pantry, and that could happen next week. It could happen 2 weeks from now. It could happen 3 weeks from now. Hopefully the supply chains do remain strong and we can still get product and we can give that stuff away. As long as we have product, we will stay open.
Okay.
In terms of our financial assistance that we provide, that's on hold. We do know that many of the local governments, the utility companies have postponed shutoffs, which is a very helpful thing.
Right.
And so we're not going to be able to extend that assistance to folks, but hopefully they won't need it now. Yes, those bills will come due, and we'll do what we can with those folks that come with us once all this is over, but we don't know when that's going to be.
Yeah, there is some nice collaboration happening between partners so that people don't get stuck between a rock and a hard place. When this is all said and done, once because it will be done at some point, we imagine. How can people partner with New Path then? Let's say all of your operations are fully running. How can people pitch in and be a part of the good work that you do?
They can learn more about us through our website at newpathserves.org.
Okay.
That gives a good 30,000 foot view of what we do and who we are.
Yeah.
But it something like this is going to fundamentally change a lot of things about our lives.
Sure.
And it's very difficult for me to say right now when things get back to normal, what can we do?
Whatever that is.
Because we don't know what normal's really going to be.
Yeah.
But if hopefully something like this can stir folks' hearts and say, I do want to be more philanthropically involved,
Yeah.
we'll take donations.
Yeah.
Or I want to do more for my community because I know the community is made up of groups like New Path doing things for other people. We'll always have those types of opportunities going forward. What those opportunities look like, I don't know,
Sure.
because things will fundamentally change when we're through with this.
Yeah. It sounds like for now, though, 3 ways that people can definitely get involved are: one, if people feel safe, they're welcome to come volunteer, maybe check in first and see if there's room.
Absolutely. Yep.
Folk can donate. It sounds like you can donate, especially like peanut butters and jellies and canned fruit. They
Yeah.
just bring them by any of the locations?
Any of the locations, and we'll take anything really.
Sure.
We just ask that it's not expired
Okay.
and that it's shelf stable.
Okay. Excellent. And then the third way would be to give financially to support the mission of New Path right now. If
Correct.
people are able to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
But we know everybody's going to be looking for donations.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah.
For sure. Well, man, we're so thankful to have you as a partner of Gainsburg Church and to have you in the communities that you serve in, Bill, you and your team. We are praying for you and your team because I know that y'all are on the front lines.
Yes.
And yeah, so we're grateful for you, for your team, praying for you, and grateful that you took a little bit of time to sit down and chat today.
Rusty, happy to be here. Thank you.
Thanks.